Lucky Boys Podcast.
The immigration quotas were lifted back in, I believe, 1965. It changed the scope and the texture of Chinatown. Suddenly, you have all these immigrants that didn't speak English, and like many immigrant groups that would come over as the first wave, they had a hard time. A lot of gangs formed for many reasons, protection. I think
to make money,
to survive, really.
Survive.
Yeah.
At times,
yeah.
Well, yeah, because if you're an immigrant and you don't speak the local language, you need to find forms of survival. And if you're very low on your skill set and networking, you're kind of automatically placed in these silos, and it's very challenging to break out of it at times. I guess you could speak more to that.
I mean, you band together in gangs for protection and unfortunately, because of the nature of these things, you end up preying on your own people, extorting. In the 70s there was a lot of shootings. There were rival gangs that were fighting each other. It was a pretty tumultuous time to be growing up in as a teenager in Chinatown. Right. You're either afraid of it or you want to destroy it.
Some form of hate grows and you just become intolerant.
Yeah.
And then it's a very dangerous place to be because hate feeds on hate. And it'll just create a vicious cycle that kind of just goes in a...
And I see that happening now. And this is just so evident in what's going on right now.
Did you see that in the gangs back in the day here, where they're preying on their own people, and there was a lot of use of fear as a form of power?
Yeah, it's easy to prey on your own people,
because it's something you understand.
Yeah, and
you know its weaknesses.
Yes, yeah.
So is that what they did a lot? The gangs, I guess, of old, is that they preyed on the weaknesses of their own people and exploited that?
I believe that was one big aspect. There was extortion and all of that, and they're not going to go out to, Long Island and extort places like that. They extort places that are vulnerable, and it's funny. The people who exploit or are exploited, in general, are so often are your own kind. I hate to say that.
It's your own people.
Yeah, and it's a very complex and difficult and confusing thing to navigate around back then. And I think things have gotten better.
Well, they're definitely much better.
Yeah, and I think it's just human nature. You have the haves and the have-nots that came over here back then.